Getting it all the way up.
You gotta hit the button again. Hit the button again. Hit the button.
Bad feeling.
It ain't tight.
All the way up over there.
Y'all ain't right.
There we go. All right, y'all know what it is. I'm Andre the Torch Robinson right here at the David Atlas Show. We getting ready. This is the blooper segment, by the way, before the show starts. So we decided to go live early so y'all can see everybody that's in the building right now. I have New Life in the building. I have Cheyenne Holmes and her lovely daughter in the building. I got Juanita McClain, you know, the author, the writer, the ambassador. Yes, I'm calling her an ambassador. The ambassador for Sickle Cell, Juanita McClain right here. And then on my left side, right next to me, I have singer, songwriter, and producer. I have Natalie Brooks, aka Indoor, in the building. Y'all see it right here. We're going to have an awesome show tonight. No question. A lot of great topics. A lot of interviews going down right here. All three of them tonight getting interviews. They're going to let us know what their organization is about, what they do. And then we're going to do Q&A segments on them, and we'll have a couple of topics. I'm going to let you know early what we're going to be talking about. Just a few things real quick. We'll talk about the K9 officer that lost his life in the waters that was found a couple days later. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the fallen soldier that was disrespected by Donald Trump. We'll talk about that topic. Also, special topic, we might talk about the EMP story. And then you're going to play, you know, your favorite game, America's favorite game, Rise Up or Man Down, where I'm going to have these lovely ladies pair off in teams, and they're going to answer questions that I have right here. And it has to match my answer in order for them to get a point. And the team with the most will get sent home with T-shirts, Rise Up family T-shirts. So get ready, stay tuned. You know what it is. I know the bill's coming up in 30 minutes, but nevertheless, stay tuned because we're going to get you warmed up for the David Atlas Show right here. Now,
right. We get ready to do this. Y'all ready? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good evening. I'm Andre the Torch Robinson. Welcome to the David Atlas Show. Live right here, you know what it is, at DWAP Studios. And you know it's brought to you by DWA Radio and Entertainment on Spreaker.com. I'm Andre the Torch again. I have my lovely ladies here. New Life Residential Center in the building. I have Cheyenne Holmes and her lovely daughter. Say hello to everybody real quick.
Hello, everyone. Good. I hope everyone's having a good evening tonight.
Absolutely. And I have Sickle Cell author, writer, ambassador right here, Juanita McClain in the building.
Hi, everyone.
And right next to me, to my left, I have singer, songwriter, and producer. If you do not know Buffalo music, if you don't know this lady, you don't know Buffalo music whatsoever. I have the lovely Natalie Brooks, a.k.a. Indoor, in the building.
Hey, what's going on?
So, y'all know what it is. We're going to talk a whole lot of topics. I'm going to give everybody here some interviews tonight. And we're going to do a Q&A with everyone. And then we got a couple of topics we're going to talk about. By the way, right now, we are on Facebook Live. And you can watch this show Fridays, 12:30 a.m. and Saturday at 11 p.m. So get ready. Stay tuned to the hottest talk show, period, on the circuit. All right? So let's start off. And we already know that September is Sickle Cell Month. But we, of course, have a very special guest right here. The Sickle Cell ambassador, writer, author, Juanita McClain. Let everybody know what you do.
All right, so basically I am the author of Living with and Surviving Sickle Cell Disease. I started promoting sickle cell disease awareness back in January 2016. I started off by basically creating T-shirts and things like that to promote awareness, and I was in the process of writing my book. The book came out August 2017, and it's been doing good so far. It's basically insight on living with sickle cell disease my whole life and how it has affected me, things that I've been through during the process of my living with sickle cell disease. And so on my spare time, I basically promote it with social media. I have a website. I actually have 2 other books coming out about sickle cell disease, so they'll be out 2018. So yeah, I just basically spend my free time promoting sickle cell disease awareness every chance I get.
All right, so we got a Q&A segment coming up. You heard it first. You better make sure you go get living with and surviving sickle cell disease. You know, knowledge is power. So for those out there that may have sickle cell or may not have sickle cell, I'm actually one who does have sickle cell. So this is close and dear to my heart, definitely. What would you tell the people out there who do have sickle cell disease?
I would tell them just never give up on your dreams. You can do anything. Even though you have sickle cell disease, it doesn't stop you from living the life to the fullest. I know that it affects everyone in different ways. Some people, they're sick all the time with it, in and out of the hospital weekly, have to get a lot of blood transfusions, things like that. I'm not one of them. I used to be, actually, but I'm actually much healthier now. I would just basically tell them, just keep doing what you need to do to stay healthy. Keep going to those doctor's appointments. Keep taking medications. There's medications that you take daily for it to help you survive it. Not everyone takes the same thing, so it's best to confirm with your doctor. And that's all. I mean, sickle cell disease is definitely a genetic disorder, so it's not something that can be passed around from one person to the next. You have to be born with it. Your parents have to have the trait. So make sure you get tested so you can know your, what am I trying to say? You can know before you have children, your percentage of like if they'll have the disease or not, if both of you have the trait or not. So get tested. It's very important. It's been mandatory actually since 1985. So.
Anybody have any questions you want to ask?
Just over here. But I mean, what you're saying I can relate to somewhat. I don't have sickle cell, but it kind of reminds me of my son. He has type 1 diabetes, so it's kind of similar, you know, just happen to be in a regimen of medications and his struggle with it. I'm glad to see that you're doing something about it and you're not letting it like beat you down. I was wondering, like, do you mentor like people who have it that maybe like a child or something suffering with it?
You know what? No, I don't actually, because I don't know a lot of people in Buffalo that suffer with it. Only people I really know are like family members. I try to mentor people. I have a Facebook support group. So for anybody who wants support or information or wants to talk, things like that. So that's what I use social media for. So I have Juanita Sickle Cell Awareness if y'all want to check that out, or become a part of our support group. So yeah, that's about it. I don't have any kids right now, but if anybody needs a mentor, I will definitely be willing to do that.
Any questions you have?
Well, you answered it. You said you have a support group, you know, so being that, you know, I'm in the entertainment business and everything else, I'm always looking to, you know, support and also sponsor, you know, programs and companies that's doing things that's bringing health awareness to such diseases as those. So now that I know your information, you know, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, look it up and everything and do what I have to do, you know. And I got you got my support.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, we host awareness events often, so definitely look us up on Facebook so you can keep in touch with that.
Okay.
All right.
All right, can you let the people know about your struggle a little bit? I think people love to hear about the struggles a little bit.
My struggles, I would say up until I was about 10, I would be in and out of the hospital every week, basically, with pain crisis or pneumonia, chest crisis, you know what a chest crisis is. Basically, you just have really bad chest pain, low oxygen, barely breathe, things like that. So I've had that numerous times. Infection, definitely a lot of infections because sickle cell patients are prone to infections. That's why most take penicillin daily to help them with that. I've lost a child through the sickle cell disease. He passed away as a newborn. I've had 3 different children, and actually none of them were full term. All of them were 36 weeks or earlier. Sickle cell patients normally don't have full term pregnancies. Now I'm much healthier, but I've had plenty of bone infractions over the last couple of years. Bone infractions where basically your bone stops receiving oxygen and blood, so that's part of the body, and basically the bone just starts to die off. The bone tissue starts to die off slowly, and there's really no cure for it. So it just basically heals on its own, or it's like always there, but it doesn't affect you at all the time. So that's what I've been dealing with over the past couple of years. But other than that, health-wise, I've been good. I haven't, like usually the weather will affect me, just being outside, I can instantly go into a crisis. And now I can be outside and be okay with it and not have to worry about, oh, I need to rush in the house and take some pain medication just in case and stuff like that. So I've definitely gotten better with it, more of just living smarter, thinking smarter, more positivity in my life, and eating healthier. Definitely a good support system always helps. So I definitely have a good support system in my life. So yeah, I can't think of anything else after that question actually.
That's okay. I mean, you was giving it to us live and direct. That's okay. People need to hear that, definitely.
Right. I had one of my friends from New York. She said, salute to you and being such an advocate to speak out about it. She said, much respect. That's Miss Fire Nation.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm on tour with the 144,000 Chosen Few.
Awesome.
And Judah Priest from Wu-Tang Clan. So, yeah. She giving all these stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love
Thank you for
guys.
watching us.
Thank you for supporting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fire
Look out for
Nation.
it now.
Yep, that's
Part
her
2
book.
will be out in 2018, and also it's a children's book, so children's book will be out, I'm hoping by January 2018, so look out for it. And you can read it to your kids, smaller ones who's coming up with sickle cell disease, they'll love it.
And real quick, can you let everybody know what sickle cell disease actually is?
Yeah, so sickle cell disease is a hereditary genetic blood disorder, and it affects your red blood cells. So basically, under low oxygen levels, they distort to sickle cell shapes, and that makes it hard for them to travel through the bloodstream normally. So yeah, instead of being regular sickle cell shape like a donut, it's a sickle shape. So that's why I have that shape on the book, the sickle.
Right. She said she's going to get a copy of your book.
Thank you. All right. You can buy it at JuanitaSickleCellAwareness.org. All right.
Absolutely. All right. Any more questions? Q&A. This is Q&A segment right here with the lovely writer, Juanita McClain. Sickle cell awareness. Make
Well,
sure
I'll
you're
ask
aware.
you something. What were your symptoms? And you know, like that led you to get diagnosed, or was it something that you found out right from birth?
Yeah,
Well, not me
something
personally,
they
but your mom.
actually found out. Maybe I maybe could have been a week or 2 old. I started having symptoms, just a lot of crying. They didn't know what was wrong, and so that's when I was diagnosed. And basically, my mother would tell me that since then, like I would literally be in the hospital every other day if something was wrong, and it lasted for years. So I would just with pain, body-wide pain, and I mean like arms, legs, back, chest. It could affect almost anything. Only thing I never really had it affect was like anything with my head wise or anything like that. But it can. You can have strokes. You can have blood clots and lung disease, things like that. All kinds of infections. So they definitely tell you to stay up on like getting. We get like MRIs every year, ultrasound every year. They just check for a lot of different things.
All right. Before we go to break, Deshaun Baldwin said, "Hey y'all."
Hi.
You already know. Yeah, Miss Jenkins said, hey, Endor. Beck Bang said, what's the website?
Juanita's sicklecellawareness.org.
All right. And Deshaun said, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
My lady said, hey, Endor.
Hi, what's up, boo? I missed you.
Everybody, and then we have a whole lot of people watching. Bill Jacobs is watching. Sanaya Medley is watching. Jasmine Smith, shout out to you as well. Ryan Thompson is watching. Thank you for watching. Gene Smith is watching as well. Thank you. Pat Freeman was watching. The Mighty Ogler was watching. Ian Walsh was watching as well. All right, so when we come back on the David Allen Show, you see it right here. This is empowerment personified. So we will be back. I will have an interview with the lovely Endor right here, Natalie Brooks, coming up when we return. Make sure you tune in. All right, that went great.
Yes, it did.
Easy, quick and easy.
You ain't gotta do it here, take my phone. You died on it.
Because it ain't come on my page.
I got it right there.
Oh, yeah, tell me when people go
Put it right
live.
here. I tagged you in it.
Oh, here it is, here it is. Okay.
Yeah, every time I try to go to the tag, to put
Hold on, I'm about to show you how to do it.
disappears.
I'm gonna show you.
These your kids?
Yep,
Oh,
get them out
okay.
the doors, yep, me, I do it in the bed. Yep, 11 and
She
10.
makes it seem like a
11 and 12.
11 and 10.
10, okay.
Okay, I got a 10-year-old.
I got 11-year-old.
Yep, I got one that's about to be 11, and one that's about to be 9 next week.
Alright. I have a 4-year-old.
Watch yourself, mama.
I'm looking down the street.
And myself, so.
Got
Got
me. Got my follow-ups.
Now
Gotta
the
love
end in
it.
the bed. No more laughing. I'm busy.
Oh, no, I don't want
I make you go outside in the car.
Yeah, here, go right here.
You got it, thank you. Because I don't know what was going on.
I heard that lie. I'm gonna see this on if you want.
Oh,
They keep on smiling and
No doubt.
they're going in the car. I'm put them outside. Cold.
Hey, Hicklin, what's good?
I'm just playing.
What's going on, Thomas? Hicklin, what's good? Okay, Timothy Gamble is watching. All right. All right, no doubt. Any questions you may have, you can put them in the comment section right here. We on a little break. You can put any comments you want in the comment section. Hello. Oh, Belinda was good. Dr. Karen Stubblefield, how's it going?
I tell her she should have been on here.
How's it going? Definitely. Any questions you have, put them on the comments in the comment section. Oh, we got more. Oh, yes. Yeah. Go ahead. Shout them out. Shout them out. You on there. There you go.
Oh, hey, y'all.
Absolutely.
That was me.
Absolutely. Belinda said, what is the show about? The show is about empowerment in a nutshell. We talk about local news. We talk about local talent. We make sure that our local talent in the city shines. No question. It's all about coming together. David Allen, you know the legendary David Allen, that's right here. You see him right there shooting and shouting. You know what it is. We make sure that we talk about everything that we need to talk about as far as our communities, as far as local news, local sports. We talk about local businesses.
Shout
We
out
make
to
sure.
Willie Hutch, man, because he just got inducted yesterday.
Yes, to the Sports Hall of Fame. Absolutely. Shout out to Willie Hutch. Absolutely.
Jones, Team Hutch.
So we make sure that Western New York is definitely duly recognized. Everybody who is a big part of Western New York doing positive things, we make sure that we shout them out. We make sure that other people know. Because the more and more we do that, the more and more we can bring people together. And that's what it's all about.
We back in 5,
All right.
4,
Y'all ready?
3, 2, 1.
All right. Welcome back to the David Allen Show. I am Andre DeSource Robinson, surrounded by so many great people in the building right here. Again, I want y'all to introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Juanita McClain, author of Living with and Surviving Sickle Cell Disease.
Yes, and I am singer, songwriter, actress, entrepreneur, screenwriter, and journalist for London LeBlanc magazine. indoor.
All right. I'm Kawana from New Life Residential Center, but I'm known as Shannon on Facebook, so that's what you can call me.
All right. Now, speaking of New Life, we got a nice, lovely interview coming up with New Life. New Life Residential is going to tell us what they're about, what they do, and we'll have another Q&A segment right here on the David Allen Show. So, Kawana, how's it going?
It is going good.
All right, so let everybody know about New Life Residential Center.
Okay, well, New Life Residential Center is I'm going to say it's more of a shelter for homeless women who are battling substance abuse, whether it's alcohol or drugs. And what we do there is provide them with some structure so that they can learn to change those behaviors and get back out into the community, as well as counsel the women. We help them with linking them to different resources in the community so that they can get jobs, vocational training, housing, social services need be, and things like that.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, anybody have any questions? I think that is so awesome.
Do you have like information and stuff like that that you can give to the community for anybody to send referrals to people, you know, who may need help?
Yes, and the way that we usually do things is like we don't really just women are screened basically to come into the program. We take women from jail, they come straight and get mandated there. If someone was clean for like within, let's say a couple of days or whatever, they had nowhere to go, we do have a waiting list and things like that. They are welcome to come, but they have to be screened and interviewed, you know, and things like that. But I will say this. We've had issues with linking the women to housing. This is becoming a problem. So what we're trying to do, the CEO, her name is Margaret Hamilton, she's actually working on something she calls Phase 2. And Phase 2 is trying to get permanent residence for the women. So she's already has Brown over on Stevens Street. So this is an area where she wants to, you know, get this new center built out for the women. So upcoming November 17th, they're doing a fundraiser. I did bring a flyer just in case. Yeah, this is the fundraiser. It's at Russell's, and it's about $125 a ticket. And you've got like your choices of what you want to eat and things like that. But this is just to help get Phase 2 in action.
Okay.
Let's do that for a second. Come on out them pockets. Make sure you support right here. You know what this is all about. You just heard it firsthand.
Yeah.
Come
And so,
support.
another thing we're doing to help raise money for that is not just, you know, like you're supposed to help each other out here, you know. So if a business has, like they're trying to get their name out and things like that, they can also buy patron ad booklet. They can put themselves or their business in there. Like if you wanted a full page to advertise your business, that's $150 for half and $25 for a quarter page. So that would be something that you can advertise, whatever, your book, your company, you know, your producing network and whatever. So that's another option just to try to get some money to get that started.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Make sure you can get the information. I as a family will definitely support that.
All right.
No question. All right. Q&A segment right here. Come on. Anybody got questions they want to ask?
No, I don't have any. She pretty much answered them all. I think it's awesome what you're doing.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Time to address the elephant in the room. I want to know what you're doing. How is it different from other organizations that's trying to do this? I will be honest with you. I have worked at Buffalo City Mission.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of the supervisors there at the time. I want to know what makes what you're doing different from them.
I think it's mainly just the structure. Another thing is, like, I mean, we only, in this, and we got kind of pushed to the corner a little bit because we deal with specifically women. I mean, we don't, like, shun men away, but we will refer them out somewhere. But basically, it's the structure. In our structure, a lot of people, when they come in, they don't want anything to do with it. They threaten to leave. They're like, I'm done with this, you know, because we do stay on them. And we're just about trying to encourage them. It's not like we're strict or anything, but the guidelines are to help them, you know, regain their success out in the community. So I'll say just mainly like that structure that we provide as far as trying to keep them from being out certain hours. So we have a curfew for the women. We take their phones are kept for about 30 days when they first come. Once they get out of that first phase, then they get their phone back and things like that. But one thing is, like, we don't just put women out, we do give them a chance, because it's not fair to just judge somebody based on their past experiences and things like that. So we do give them chances, but we also have to enforce our policies and our rules that we have. And so with that said, they are giving chores to do. They go to events. They're allowed to like be involved and speak. We have them do that. We don't treat them like, you know, someone that is just an addict or anything like that. So we basically try to help rebuild that self-esteem, like any other program should be doing too. But it's just our structure, I think, is a lot different from others.
Do y'all also like provide like spiritual?
Now, that is something that you have to watch out for. Like, you can't just
Wow.
go and do that. Now, certain programs can. Now, if it's a government certified facility, it's something that you just don't really touch. But this is a facility that this woman, Miss Margaret, made herself. So she has her own guidelines and her own rules, and she does. If anybody is like in touch with their spirituality, we definitely encourage that. They do go to church. A lot of the women, whatever religion you may have, that is something that you're encouraged to, you know, get back your connection with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Without telling too much, real quick before we go on a break, tell us about the screening process a little bit.
The screening process is basically a series of questions that Miss Margaret privately has with a potential client. So she'll ask them a series of questions about their drug and alcohol history, their housing, family, what else? Let's see. Why they want to be clean and sober? Because usually the women select to come there. A lot of them don't want to go to these other places. They've heard about the structure and things like that. So the ones that's really willing to do this, they come there knowing what we already got set up and things like that. So she screens them on, like, what do you hope to gain from this, things like that, and the things that we can do for them. So she questions them on, like, let's see, if they need resources. Some of them clothing, some of them have broken relationships with their family. So we want to know, like, if that's a problem, if they've been through domestic violence, because a lot of them have suffered any trauma. So mainly things like that. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're going to go to a break. Information, so they know, real quick.
Okay,
Give them some
okay, let me get
information
some
before we go to the
information
break.
on
Yeah,
that.
absolutely, absolutely.
Right. So New Life Residential Center is surprisingly located on Buffalo's east side at 24 Memorial Drive. And I'm saying surprisingly because when I started my internship there, I couldn't find the place. I'm on the website looking for it, couldn't find it at all. So it's over there on Memorial. It's a big white, house. It's private, a lot of people don't know about it, but I want people to know that it's been there for 20 years. The contact information is 716-854-0944. You can call there if you know someone that needs help, that's out there homeless. Right now it's getting really cold, and people don't have anywhere to go, so this could be a potential place for them to go if they're struggling with like substance abuse and things like that. Their website is newliferesidential.org. You can go on there and, .com, I'm sorry, and volunteer if you want, or come to some of the events. I'll just say this, Rise Up was in the building with us. We had a community day recently over on the east side. They did a great job, performed for us. So you can be of assistance too, because you have talent that next year you can bring to the table, and you as well as just sharing your story and putting that information out there. Yep, so we welcome other businesses when we do things like that. And we also do a spring fashion show, and that helps bring money and also attention to other businesses as well, because we try to link.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you heard it first. Make sure you support your local businesses. You see what these ladies are doing. Again, I will say empowerment personified. I will say that a couple of times during the show today. Now, when we return, The lovely Natalie Brooks is in the building, indoors, in the house. We will give her a lovely interview when we return. Hot stuff coming up on the David Allen Show.
Got it.
All right, Facebook Live, I want to put this out there real quick. Some of the topics, put your comments in the comment section. I want to get these topics out there just for y'all opinions tonight, because we doing Q&A, and we representing the 716 Western New York region tonight right here. If you are from somewhere else, put it in the comment section. If you're watching from somewhere else outside of the 716, make sure you put it in the comment section. We want to know. And thank you for supporting us here. Here's some topics real quick we wanted to talk about. We wanted to talk about the K-9 officer, Craig Lanier. I want to know what your thoughts is about the whole situation. He was found 5 days later. They had a memorial for him. I want to know what you think about this. I'm hearing that there's going to be an investigation as far as what took place exactly. I just heard this earlier this morning. So I want to know your thoughts on it. We also had another topic as far as LaDavid Johnson, the gentleman who was killed in the ambush by the Islamic militants in Niger this month, who had his mom had the interview with Donald Trump. And Donald Trump pretty much told them in a nutshell that they knew what they were signing up for. I want your thoughts, how you feel about that, especially with what's been going on as far as these, I don't want to call them, well, they are protests, people kneeling against, against the flag. That's what they want to call it, against the flag. How do y'all feel about that? Put it in the comment section how you feel about this story. Also, there's another story that just came out about the EMP. The DOD, that did not publicly announce this, but the DOD has on its website that there will be an electronic magnetic pulse that is supposed to be shooting through the nation in the next couple of days between November 4th and November 6th. The rumor was that it was supposed to be taking out power within the nation. I just read on one of the sites, Fox said that is incorrect, that nobody should be losing power from this electromagnetic pulse. Give me your thoughts on all that. You can put it in the comment section right here. We also, I never got a chance to say it, but we also have a call line, 716-844-1906. You can call in and give your thoughts. All right? So, we're going to continue the show, because I know, man, David Allen ready. We're going to continue the show. Stay tuned. You watching the David Allen Show right here with us.
We back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, we back with the David Allen Show. I'm Andre DeTorge Robinson.
Hey, it's your girl Bedore.
I'm Juanita.
Kawana.
All right. Oh. All right. Nevertheless, we have a great interview coming up right now. I have the lovely singer, songwriter, producer, screenwriter. Oh my goodness. Tell them all, entrepreneur. Oh my goodness, journalist. Natalie Brooks, aka Indoor, in the building.
Hey, what's going on?
All right.
Yeah, so, oh my God, it is a lot that I do. It is a lot that I do, and I'm connected, like, really worldwide. And I thank God for all of my supporters and everybody that's been giving me love. I have my own fragrance called self-titled Indoor that I'll be coming out with next year on my clothing line, Indoor. Also self-titled Indoor, my signature. And then I'm a journalist now for London LeBlanc, which is based out of Houston, Texas, but it's an international magazine. I just did my first article. You know, I'm such a blessing. I did my article on Timoja Washington. He's a film director based out of Little Rock, Arkansas. First lady of Mixtape Collab Promotions, which is a company based out of Little Rock, Arkansas. And we travel the continent, you know, basically shooting people films, music videos, and doing promotions and graphic work and stuff like that. I just got back to California, San Francisco. I want to give a shout out to Igor Beats. Just had a lovely radio interview with him. BayLifeRadio.com. Check them out. Also, too, I singer songwriter. Like I said, I dropped my album called Deep. I'm be re-releasing it. Hopefully by my birthday. You know, Sag Nation. December 21st. And basically, with the companies that I've been working with, and me being on tour, because I'm on tour with a Wu-Tang Clan member, Judah Priest, 144 Chosen Few. I just did a show a couple weeks back in Philly and Atlantic City. It was amazing. I mean, the love, they never met me, first time meeting me, and they showed me so much love, and I appreciate everything that they did for me. And the love that I received, you know, being on this tour. I'll be in Philly again November 9th, and I'm at the Great Room. Also, I just won a contest, so I'll be in Miami, Florida, November 30th. Performing with DJ Caesar out in Miami, Florida. I'm trying to remember the club. I can't remember the club. I think it's Miami Live. But, you know, you can check me out on all my social media. I got my own website called Indoor Music Store, so you'll be able to check that out. And check out my EPK and stuff like that. And all my music videos that I have on YouTube and stuff like that. And basically, I always say Indoor the Movement. Indoor the Movement is basically, it's more than just music. You know, basically, what I do is that I try to inspire people, you know, to love and to live again. You know, it's so much going on in the world where people they losing themselves, you know, and I try to administer that through my music, through my book and stuff. I have a book out too, published author. You can check out my book, The Inception. I keep my hands in everything, you know, because you gotta stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay relevant, and you gotta let people know, you know, and use all your gifts that God gave you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of people don't know what you know. Because I went through the same situation as your wife. I just had a weight loss surgery where I lost 120 pounds. So, you know, I did that because I was getting sick. You know, I didn't do it just because I just needed to lose weight. I was almost 300 pounds. I did it because I needed it. You know, they were trying to diagnose me with lupus. You know what I'm saying? And high blood pressure. And I wasn't going for it, and I wasn't claiming it. So, you know, my music, when I minister through my music, I try to help and coach people, you know, through my singing about, you know, just living healthy, you know, learning how to love themselves, and even through my situations, you know, we all make make bad decisions, but, you know, as long as you can overcome it and become, you know, who God intended you to be, that's what really counts, you know. And my motto is love life and let life love you back. So with all of that being said, you know, you got to keep afloat, keep it going, and don't stop. Don't stop. You're going to have people that's going to come along and try to be in your ear and tell you not to do it. Don't stop. Don't do it for nobody. If you do it for yourself, do it for your children, do it for the community, you know, and then just keep your head up at all times.
Awesome. Any questions that anybody want to ask? Q&A segment.
Yeah, so, what's your YouTube information so I can look you up and listen to music?
My it's Indoor TV 1. That's my channel, and then Indoor TV 2. And you could check me out. Indoor place called, it's spelled Ndure. Place called Love. I got The Other Woman. You know, that's basically based off my album and everything. And all my music will be, you know, shared on my website, indoormusic.store. Sorry about that. And then also too, I wrote a movie called Breathe, which will be directed by T-Moja Washington. You know, shouts out to Mixtape Collab. We're coming out with a tour, 2018 Mixtape Collab tour. I'm First Lady, like I said before. Shouts out to T-Moja Washington.
Man.
And you know, you can check that out on YouTube, and also check out all my social media.
I sure will. You're amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Questions?
Yeah, well, look, you see, y'all notice how he constantly looks at me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't
Gotta let you guys. That's right.
But everybody notice that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do have a question for you. So if somebody, like, because I know some people that, you know, are trying to get out there with their music and things like that, would you be like a person that's like willing to help other people out, or?
Oh yeah. With the promotional company that I work for, Mixtape Collab Promotions, I keep saying that you gotta keep saying the name. You know what I'm saying? Mixtape Collab Promotions. Basically what we do is like we do the graphic work, we do production work as far as film, as far as videos and everything else. I do the paperwork as far as helping the artists to get their stuff done with performance rights organizations, copyrighting their music, so on and so forth. We provide those services as well, and development for the artists to get their music heard and their visuals out there. And we're a promotional company that puts you on a platform. We got Mixtape Collab Promotions video, and then I have, you know, my indoor music blog, so I blog as well. And, you know, I use those platforms to get the people out there, not just only my music, but help others out as well. So that's what we do.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Alright, and I just have one more thing to say. If you need a new movie script, this can be it.
Hey, there we go. You see that? Hey, we're gonna make it into the movie tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna make this into a movie. We're gonna make this into a movie. She want a movie.
Definitely.
See one.
Check it out.
I only got one thing to say. Check out The Torch featuring Endure.
Yes,
Song
check out
called
that single.
Got
Yes.
the Life. Make sure you
Right.
check that out. We putting that out everywhere. It's gonna be on YouTube, Facebook, on my page, The Torch 716. Make sure you check that out. Awesome song. Looking forward to doing that song maybe at New Life.
Oh, God.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm all down.
I mean, it'd be good for everybody to, like, you know, link up with whatever we can do together, you know,
Yeah.
keep it going.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, real quick comments before we go on the last break of the night. Let's look at it. Oh yes, I definitely need your information. Come on with it.
See me trying to slide there.
Yeah, come on with it.
Okay, yeah, so check me out, Facebook, Natalie Endure Brooks. I got my music page, Endure Music. You can check me out on Twitter, Endure Fire Burning, on Instagram, Twitter, Endure Forever, Instagram, Endure Fire Burning. You can also check me out on Snapchat, Endure 263. Like I said, you can check out my website, www.enduremusic.store. You can check me, you can Google me, it'll pull up Natalie Endure Brooks. You can pull up my book and everything else. And also check me out in www.London LeBlanc Magazine. Also too, my article, and I'll be featuring, I just featured, shouts out again, did an article on Timoja Washington, a film director based out of Little Rock, Arkansas. I just did an interview with 20 Twins out of Little Rock, Arkansas, and also Miss Linda from the UK. I just did an interview on her as well. So check that out on LondonLeBlanc.com. And that's all my social media.
All right, y'all make sure y'all support local artists as well. She's worldwide, by the way. Worldwide.
Yeah, they just played my my song in the UK.
Woo.
Shouts out to DJ Flash, you know what I'm saying?
Look at it.
Yeah. And like I said, shouts out to the tour that I'm on, 144,000 chosen few. Just got a digital distribution deal through Wu-Tang Clan Management and PYN Distribution. Shouts out to Vega Don, Judah Priest, Miss Gloria Talley, you know, Fire Nation, Jose, Vasquez, you know, all of them. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for letting me be a part of this tour. And I love y'all. I really do. And I got enough family, so Wu-Tang Clan forever, Windsor.
All right. Just some comments real quick. Denise White said, wow, talent in the house. Shout out to Charlotte Walker for watching. We also had Kendra Walker watching. We also had Shantae, your sister, watching. Shantae Reddick was watching as well. Tamika Marquise, thank you. Brad Baker, thank you. Jasmine Menifee, thank you. Alicia Newton, thank you. Nigel Cleveland from Atlanta, what's good? DFS, I ain't forgot about you. Come on, my brother. Thank you for watching. Tarika Mobbins was watching. Joseph Mandrake III was watching. And we had a comment. Wayne Belton said, somebody needs to be held accountable for his death. It was a training where a mistake like this shouldn't happen. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Juan Cruz, what's good? Thank you for watching the David Allen Show. When we return, America's favorite game is coming up. Rise Up or Man Down right here on the David Allen Show. Get ready. It's about to get real competitive in here. All right. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
All right. So now, rise up or man down. Y'all got your cards in your hand. It's gonna be the mom and daughter team of the home team. I should put some.
Never shut the door.
Shut the door for me real quick. Thank you so very
Oh,
kindly.
you can write. Shut the door.
Yeah, that's good right there.
God bless.
What time you got it?
Yeah, I got it. Well, Shorty chose that. That's where she graduated from. I took this one first. I want to see if you can pick that up. Yeah, right. Oracle.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I might as well get ready. It's about to get real in here.
Oh, Lord. I am not prepared for this.
Alright, let's get it. We're gonna get it real
Ready to
quick.
come back?
Let me pull up these questions for him and then I'm ready.
Get my phone.
Just want to pull up these questions real quick. Oh yeah.
So last time I was here, I had brought the other people a gift. So I got you the gift. I'm sorry, I don't have one for you this time because we got one last time.
That's okay.
So here you go.
Aw,
You're
thank you,
welcome.
Lord. I got a keychain.
I make those as well.
Oh, you do? This
Yes.
is you.
Oh, you do?
Thank you. Yes, I
Oh,
make
that's
those.
cool.
Yeah, I want some.
I make those. I
Well,
make pens.
well,
See, I need you
Uh,
for my son.
It's customary to give the
This is nice.
producer a book
You had to
You
put
know
that in
what?
there. You see, you had to put that in there.
and
I will
sign
have mine for all of this wonderful, what am I trying to say? Wonderful, what am I trying to say?
Are you about to say promotion?
Yeah, promoting and, no, what am I trying to say?
Being on the show.
Airtime,
Just say being on the show.
thank you
being
for being
on
on.
the show.
Yeah, I make these as
Oh my God, I want a pen. I got a pen. I got a pen.
well.
No, she was just showing me. I think. Yeah.
I would've
That is
brought
nice.
all of you guys,
That's
but
nice.
Ooh, I
I wouldn't know.
like this, yeah.
See, you could be. I'm just thinking about my son because I try to constantly encourage him. You would be a very good mentor, like somebody that would be encouraging to someone dealing with something like that. That's good.
All right, so I'm gonna explain the rules real quick before we play America's favorite game, Rise Up or Man Down. These are the rules as follows. So y'all might want to keep y'all answers this way. Keep y'all answers this way. Y'all gonna work as a team.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna ask a bunch of questions. I got them right here on the phone. I got them already. And your answer must match my answer. Cause I'm the torch. Gotta strike the match.
Okay.
I'm gonna light the torch fire. Y'all answer gotta match my answer.
Okay.
You get a point if it do.
Okay.
If you don't, I don't know. I feel bad for you. Sorry, boo-boo. But the team with the most points at the end of the night, I brung Rise Up family shirts. Right here, you see it first. Right here. Alright, I brung Rise Up family shirts. The winner will get one of these. Alright. So, yeah, the best shirts in the land, by the way. You see it. And here's another one. I got plenty. I got about 15 different shirts now.
Alright.
So, yeah, absolutely. It's all about Rise Up. The only way to go is up. Y'all ready? We about to play America's favorite game right here on the David Allen Show.
In 5,
Bring it.
4, 3, 2.
I'm Andre the Torch Robinson back at the David Allen Show.
Hey, what's going on? It's your girl Adora.
And I'm Juanita McClain.
Kwana, her daughter.
We got her to say something now.
Hey.
All right, David Allen Show. Y'all know what it is. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all ready for America's favorite game? It's called Rise Up or Man Down. If you do not know how the game goes, I'm going to explain it real quick. We're going to break it up into two teams. I got Endora and Juanita right here on Team A. I have the Holmes family right here, Team B. And what's going to happen is I'm going to ask a bunch of questions. The questions will kind of go like this. Let's see. One must go. One show must go. It'll be Empire, Scandal, Power. I'll ask questions like that. Your answer must match my answer in order to get a point. If it does not, I feel bad for you. You'll be man down. At the end of the game, whoever has the most points between the two teams, again, like I showed them, I'm going to show y'all right now. Rise Up t-shirts for whoever wins tonight, all right? So, you see it right here. We're going to get the game kicked off. You're going to have 30 seconds to answer the question. After the 30 seconds is up, you better have, I'm not going to tell you that. No, we can't tell you that. We don't tell those things. But what I will tell you is that it's about to be a whole lot of fun, so get ready. All right, kicking off. Rise Up and Man Down tonight. Question number 1. One president has to go. JFK, Bill Clinton, or Barack Obama? You better know the answer. All right, y'all answer better match my answer. Team A, right over here, in the team of Endor and McClain. What's good?
Alright, so we went with
JFK.
And the team of the Holmes family.
Bill Clinton.
It's Bill Clinton. The Holmes family is on the board. 1-0. 1-0 for the Holmes family. Holmes family has 1. Team A, nothing. All right, getting right into it. Question number 2. One music icon has to go. James Brown, Michael Jackson, or Prince? Oh, these questions is made to be high. They made to be high. By the way, y'all can put y'all guesses right on Facebook Live. You can put your guess in too. I'm gonna let you know if you right or wrong. Put your guesses in the comments section. I see y'all watching. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, are we ready? Are we ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I ain't even got it. All right. Good. Team A.
Michael Jackson.
Team. Holmes team.
We went with James Brown.
Ooh, neither one of you guys get a point. I picked Prince.
I told you. Got it in parentheses. That should count for half.
Ooh, no, you gotta go with your first instinct.
I told you it was Prince. I know you did.
I'm using up all the
James
cards.
Brown started it. Michael Jackson followed. So Prince was out.
Yeah, I know it.
All right, question number 3.
This is hard, y'all.
That's right. It ain't easy. Rise up or man down. Here we go. Question number 3. You can fix only one issue in the community. Which one would it be? Buffalo education, law enforcement, or high health care costs? Yeah. Nothing comes easy here on the Rise Up or Man Down game. America's favorite game. Nothing comes easy whatsoever.
All right. Hey. What the heck is this?
By the way, shout out to David Allen in the building. Shout out to my brother David Allen for the great opportunity.
That's what I was
We
gonna say,
appreciate
you know?
it.
You think okay.
Time is up.
Alright.
Time is up. Oh, of course, the Holmes family. I better think alike. All right, team A.
We went with education.
Holmes family.
We went with education.
Correct. Both teams are right. Everybody's on the board. 2-1. Absolutely. I think that Buffalo Education would be able to fix the other two. If you're more educated, law enforcement really can't mess with you.
Yeah.
If you're more educated, we can fix those high healthcare costs. Education all day. All right, I see some people putting their comments in the comments section there. How y'all doing? Do me a favor, pull it up, and somebody pull it up on their phone so we can see what their
My phone
answers
died
is.
too.
All right, question number 4. While we're looking it up, we're pulling it up. My question is: 1 dessert must go. Cake, ice cream, or cookies? You got 30 seconds.
These is your answers. That's what makes it even more harder.
Right.
Right. Gotta go by my answers. Let's go. Rise up. Or man down.
You know what, I bet, well, I bet it might be that.
Put your comments in the comment section, folks. We want to know if y'all get the right answer.
It better not be. I hope not. Or I'm gonna disagree all the way.
All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? All right, Team A.
Oh, we went with cake.
Okay. Team B.
We went with ice cream.
Neither one of y'all got it right.
Oh, okay, I said it, then I said
It's
cookies.
cookies.
Oh, cookies. I did it.
By the way,
I put cake in parentheses.
by the way, Jaleesa Evans Robinson got the first one right when she said Prince.
Yeah, I see somebody.
Daryl McCovery said it is education. Wrong. It's not Michael. Jaleesa said healthcare. Okay, I mean I understand that, but everybody got it right except for Daryl again. Come on, Daryl. Shanice Parker said cookies. Jaleesa Evans Robinson said cookies. All right, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Question number 5 on tonight's Rise Up or Man Down is as follows.
This is fun, by the way, y'all.
Absolutely, you got it. You gotta love it. It's America's favorite game. I'm telling you. One restaurant has to